Pete here, taking on all there is to take on about the weird and wonderful world of opera. I asked some folks what opera is, and here's what they had to say.
Sophisticated.
Exciting.
Intimidating.
Crazy.
Public discourse.
Really big.
It's a lot of things. Okay, I'm all caught up with the history and the music and the stories, but now I want to know who makes it all happen. Who are the people you see and don't see?
I'm a conductor, and it's my job down in the orchestra pit to help all the singers on stage and all the voices of the orchestra instruments in the pit sing together to bring the composer's music alive. Now, to do that, I use a stick like this called a baton, plus my hands and my eyes and my face to show the musicians how fast the music should go, or how slow, how loud it should be, or how soft, and which of the many voices singing at any one time is the most important.
That's one busy pit. How many musicians? How many instruments?
Sometimes there's just one, but there could be 12 or 30 or sometimes even 100. And they're playing string instruments, violins, violas, cellos, double basses, woodwind instruments, flute and piccolo, oboe and English horn, clarinet, bass clarinet, bassoon, contrabassoon, then all the brass instruments, horns and trumpets and tuba and trombones, and then all sorts of percussion, snare drum and bass drum and cymbals and triangle and vibraphone and xylophone, and even a gong. Yep, a gong. And sometimes a piano.
Now I gotta find out more about those opera singers.
There's so many kinds of singers in operas, like me, from soloists to chorus members to supers. There are so many kids in opera, and opera even written for kids.
I found some of these opera kids before their show, and they have some thoughts.
There's usually plenty of people who are singing in it and people who are dancing in it, so that you actually feel what the composer might have been feeling when he wrote the opera.
Well, that sounds pretty exciting. I bet there's a lot to look forward to.
I'm looking forward to giving my best performance, and I'm also looking forward to spinning in my costume, because my costume is like this, when I spin in it, it's like this big poofy thing, and so when I get to spin in it, it's all over the place.
But who's making the magic behind the scenes? They're just as important as the people that you see and hear. Oh, like those amazing costumes.
We say a little something about ourselves by the clothes we choose to wear every day. The costumes worn by our opera characters can tell a lot about them as well. But whether they are simple or outrageous, they are always helping to tell the story. The costume design process begins with a discussion between the director and the designer. That leads to sketches, after which fabrics are selected. Then the costume crew literally build the costume to fit the singer.
I made it myself. Kidding! But it's pretty cool to see all these different kinds of costumes, right? Because, there are so many kinds of operas. That's what's cool about opera. There's big ones and small ones, simple ones and fancy ones, and you don't have to see them in a big opera house. Operas can happen in a barn, in a small room, or even the back of a truck. When it comes to opera, there's something for everyone, anywhere.
Welcome to my world. As technical director, I'm surrounded by lights, sets, and some of the strange props that you see behind me all the time. With the stage crew, I make sure that all the technical elements are working the way the director and designers intend. Sometimes we even have animals on stage. Horses, dogs, a donkey. No matter what, we all work together behind the scenes, helping to tell the story on stage.
There's always one person in charge of everything in opera, and that person is the director. They kind of oversee everything and help everyone involved bring the story and the music to life. No pressure.
My job as a director is to tell the story. I think of myself as the big storyteller who brings together all the different elements of a production. Well, of course, there are the performers who are singing. There's the orchestra who are playing down in the pit. The conductor who's guiding the music. But on my side, it's the whole visual world, because the visual world helps tell a story. The set design, what are they standing against? What are they sitting on? And what are they wearing? costumes tell a huge story. They make you understand the character, the time, the place. But in the end, it is really my job to be the person who facilitates collaboration.
Directors are cool. Singers are incredible. Designers are wildly imaginative. And musicians, they're bursting with musical life. Opera is awesome. No, it like literally creates awe. It's like all of these art forms, from dramatic music to poetic words to inventive dance to elaborate design to weird and wonderful plots about life, death, deception, joy, politics, star-crossed lovers, mistaken identities, and so much more. They all creatively come together in one place to form a cohesive whole. Oh, yeah, there's even a word for all that. I learned it. It's not easy to say.
Gesamtkunstwerk.
Gesamte Kunstwerk.
Gesamtkunstwerk.
Gesamtkunstwerk.
Gesamtkunstwerk?
Gesamtkunstwerke.
Gesamtkunstwerk. Gesamtkunstwerk. It's missing a K.
So now you can say it. Don't forget the K. But can your friends and family say it? Give it a try. I bet they'll be very impressed with your weird and wonderful opera word knowledge.
Opera is yours.
Magic.
Passion.
Romantic. All the things.